AverageJoesMedia.com presents the podcast, Things You Think You Don't Care About, featuring the Average Joe Boo.
The Average Joe. It's in the game.
Well, that's fair.
I've heard it both ways.
Keep it clean.
All right, here we go.
Just working out the kinks here.
Working out the kinks. Thanks for bearing with us, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Average Joe's Media. I am the Average Joe Boo.
I'm the Average Joe.
And you know what? We'll
Saying
get him
hi,
over there.
Facebook in America.
Hey, Facebook Live. Get it.
Get it. I don't know if they can see us yet. There might be a
don't
little
know.
delay. I'm still looking at all this wonderful graphic art that's been created.
Well, why don't you just,
Give it a second.
okay, well, live the dream a little bit.
I am living the dream.
Okay.
Oh, I see his face. With a
Hey.
little bit of a delay, so bear with us
That's
as we're
good.
timing this out.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Just, every now and then, just stop.
Yeah, stop
know,
talking.
Stop trying to figure out the Facebook Live.
Agreed.
There has to be some delay, doesn't it?
Agreed.
Okay.
There has to be.
So Joe, how was the weekend?
Oh man, it was amazing. We did lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the whole. God, what is the name of the movie coming out? Hobbs and Shaw. So we did the whole Fast and Furious marathon
Oh, when is that coming out?
next weekend.
Next
Not this weekend, but the following week, the 3rd.
Okay.
So looking forward to that.
Okay.
And so then we went to see Lion King.
Lion King, I still want to see that.
It's so good.
That was one of my favorites. And
I'm telling you what, I just feel like saying Hakuna Matata all the time.
I've heard mixed things.
Not gonna lie, I got a little bit. I can't talk with all this screenage in front of me, but I got a little bit emotional with Mufasa again.
Did you?
Made me sad panda.
Really? So I've heard that. I've heard it's really good, and then I've heard meh. So what would you say to the people who said meh?
I would say that it was great nostalgia. I mean, Robert Earl Jones. Am I saying that right?
Robert Earl Jones. Let's
Dude,
go with
well,
that.
Anytime
Robert Earl Keane. Robert
Yeah.
Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
There
James
it
Earl
is.
Jones. Basically, anytime we spend like 3 or 4 hours pregame and working through some technical difficulties, I'm most likely going to fumble on my words considerably.
Yeah, sure.
That's for anyway. So I would say that it was pretty good. It was great for nostalgia.
Okay.
Thought a lot of people did really good. That being said, if you're going to compare it to some of the other ones that have come out, I don't think it's as good as Aladdin from a remake perspective.
You don't think it's as good as Aladdin?
Right.
So Aladdin, what made Aladdin better?
Will Smith. He nailed it, dude.
Okay, so
Completely.
okay,
was
wait.
fun.
So because Will Smith made it more relevant for you.
No, I think the movie captured more of the exact experience, really just like it was a great modernization of a classic movie we watched. Lion King was really good, but again, it's like CGI animals.
What is CGI animals?
It's CGI computer-generated innovation.
Oh, okay.
Images. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
so it's
I've heard it both ways, though.
So it's real life animated animals.
Thanks, Alan. Shout out to some people I know. We said we're not going to do that, but we're going to take.
Make sure you interrupt.
I'm getting through.
You know,
some of the kinks here.
do
bud.
some shout outs in the middle of where you should be answering a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anywho, I thought it was harder to really just fall in love with a bunch of computer-generated animals running around.
Oh, okay.
And I think because
Wasn't that like Mowgli?
I wasn't blown away by that. I thought they did a decent job of it, but I think the things when you got animals and you got cartoons,
Right.
there's a lot more play you can have in there that's not directly transferable.
Yeah. See, I really enjoyed the Mowgli adaptation. The live action version.
Who did Baloo?
I don't know the names of the voiceovers.
I feel like maybe it was John Goodman.
But I thought so when we podcast this past Saturday with Highly Unapologetic. Shout out if you haven't seen or listened to Highly Unapologetic, go check them out. So
They're unapologetically amazing and awesome.
so Adam told me that that it kind of as we were pre-gaming, or it may have been on a previous episode when I was listening to them on my way down there. He said something like they ruined his favorite character. They did Christopher Walken as Louis, as King Louis, and instead of singing the song "I Want to Be Like You," they like spoke through the song, and they didn't have the little monkey trailing him, with the fake trumpet or whatever it was, So, I mean, yeah, they had to in some capacity change things in order to make it, I don't know, different. If they just took the exact same story and then did everything exactly the same, it just wouldn't quite be the same. Like in Aladdin, I apologize for those of you who hadn't seen it yet, but
Spoiler alert.
they didn't turn Jafar into a gigantic king cobra snake.
That's fair.
He became the most powerful person ever, and then became the most powerful being, just like in the cartoon. So, but they couldn't change him to a snake. Well, then maybe they could have, but they chose not to. But so, what were the oohs and the ahs of the Lion King?
Well, I think pretty much whenever Beyonce was singing,
Okay,
everybody was really excited about that.
sure. Yeah, I mean she's got an incredible voice for sure.
She really does. I really think who surprisingly stole the show for me was John Oliver as Zazu.
As Zazu,
Is his name Zazu?
Zazu,
Zazu.
the
bird.
the orang. Oh,
There's no orangutans in the movie.
yeah, there is.
No, the orangutan's in
Rafiki.
Jungle Book. He's not. He's a baboon.
That's a baboon. That's right. Orangutan is King Louis. That's true.
That's
true.
fair. I mean, I'm sure you've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
It happens.
Zazu is the bird.
Yeah, the little toucan-looking bird.
That's right. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I'm telling you what.
My girls are not like into, they're really not into the old Disney. They watch them, when they're at my mom's house, they'll watch them and stuff. But, they won't quite request them. They want the new Disney movies, the Frozens and let's get a Frozen live action movie.
Did you get the Frozen Part 2 trailer in Aladdin? And did your girls go crazy like all the other small children?
The Frozen Part 2?
Yeah.
Like the Back to Arendelle or whatever it was?
I don't know.
What are you
Where
talking
she was
about?
running, like Kristen Bell's character, she's like running into the waves and trying to put ice on them and stuff. And then at the end, it was like Frozen 2, and then all the young girls and we're like, oh, it's so good. I don't know.
No, I can't say that. I can't
Show
say
it
that.
to them, man. They'd like it.
Well, maybe. Yeah, once you get far enough away from it, it doesn't quite
Defeats
pick
the
you up
purpose.
as well.
You're getting some feedback on there that it was completely in front of my face the whole time, so I'm trying to,
Oh,
keep the people happy.
oh, okay. I mean, I feel like that's where the mic maybe should be, but it's okay. I mean, if the people want you to scoot back a little bit, scoot back a little bit.
I mean, we're just
Yeah.
trying.
The camera's set up there right there for you, so I don't know if mine is. Could mine be? Is the angle of my camera better? I don't know.
I mean, well,
What was the angle of Mufasa's camera? Was it good?
I think it was really great.
How about when he died? Was it even better?
It was.
I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything because he died
I don't
in the
think
cartoon.
so. I'm going to tell you what. I have some mixed emotions on the hyenas. They could have been done better. I love. Was it Keenan and Peele?
Keenan and Peele. I don't know. What are you
I
talking
get
about?
the names wrong. The guy who wrote, the one guy, he does the whole Block A skit.
Balake. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He does the
Balake.
S-Bays.
Yeah.
I said Block A, S-Bays and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
S-Bays.
S-Bays. And then the other guy wrote Get
Preview
Out.
preview of today's topic.
Previews of today's topic, though. So, but anyway, they were good, but it didn't get the same feeling as was it Whoopi and
Whoopi
Cheech?
Goldberg. Yeah.
It was Whoopi and Cheech.
Yeah. Cheech Marin.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I can't think of the other
Seth
one.
Rogen did a great job as Pumbaa, though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know who was all really cast. I remember James Earl Jones. I mean, if he's still around, if he's still vertical, why not keep him as Mufasa? But was it
Beyonce was Nala and
Donald
then
Glover?
Yeah, Childish Gambino
Yeah.
was
Okay.
Simba, but they really didn't have a whole lot of parts. I mean, like if you think about it, the adult part of the lion's life
Right.
Not super long as compared to the memorable.
As the young portion.
Yeah. I tell you what surprised me though is because like I know my kids have seen those movies, but they weren't staples like they were for us.
Right.
And so Jack didn't fall asleep this time.
He didn't.
He actually sang the whole "I'm Going to Be a King Someday" song or whatever it was called, like in the movie. And I was looking at him like, what is going like?
He was awake, and he
wasn't sleeping.
He was coherent the entire movie.
The entire movie, and he was singing.
So what you're telling me?
Nuts.
What you're telling me is he was not snoring in the seat right next to you.
No, he was not.
Okay. So he really enjoyed it.
He really did.
What you got there?
I was going to tell you Key and Peele. I was close.
Okay. Well,
I was close.
I mean, it sounded like I don't know if we were going with Keenan Ivory Wayans or the other Keenan that's from Holes or whatever.
Yeah, and
I wasn't sure.
Some people, might feel like Beyonce wasn't right to sing "Can You Feel the Love" tonight. I mean, it's really hard to replace Elton John, but I mean, it's Beyonce. It's Queen Bee. I know everybody's got their preferences, but
Yeah, I mean,
so
when
Beyonce, she sings, the world listens.
That's fair.
Right?
Did she? So she played Nala, right?
She played adult Nala. Grown-up Nala.
Okay. And then, so it was good. What you're saying is I should take my kids to go see this sometime.
I think you should. Okay. So speaking of movies, and
Cameron's gonna cry whenever Mufasa dies.
Well, I mean, I teared up a little bit.
Oh, you did.
It was, it was a little emotional.
That's fair.
But and for those of you that haven't seen The Lion King, we hope we didn't spoil anything. It is 2019.
I mean, and it is a remake.
It is a remake.
Yeah. Or is it a remake or is it a what's the other word?
It's not a reboot.
It's not a reboot.
Not a reboot.
It's kind of a reboot. It's kind of a live action reboot of the animation. Reboot. Yeah.
Well, new casting. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean
that's fair.
I mean once you redo the video, but it's the same basic story, I believe that's called a reboot. I mean, don't you?
I think so.
Okay.
So what about Jumanji? Have you seen the previews for Jumanji 2?
I have seen that there are previews. I have not opened up the video yet.
Okay. So you've previewed the preview.
Sure. Yeah. Well, let's go with that.
Were you a fan of the new Jumanji, the part one that came out in comparison to the original?
I was from the standpoint of it was more like a story mode game.
Right.
And once they got away from the board game and the items were coming into real life from out of the board game, which is what the original one was, right?
Mm-hmm.
They came into more of a modern, relevant. Calm down there with the springs.
Dude, the springs. Spring struggle is real, bro.
But yeah, they made it more of like a story mode, new game. A newer PS4, Xbox, or whatever game where story mode, and they had to find their way out of the game. I thought that was excellent.
Oh, agreed completely.
But they got another one.
They got another one coming out.
So the thing,
mean, if it's a movie coming out and it doesn't have The Rock or Kevin Hart in it, you're probably not going to go watch it.
Yeah, well,
they're in everything.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So, I mean, do these kids voluntarily go back into this game where they nearly died?
I've really seen like a little bit of the preview, not the full preview either.
Oh, I see.
You basically like scrolling through Instagram because Kevin Hart and The Rock, I follow them
on
social media.
Okay, of course you do.
Shout out to The Rock. We're always looking for guests.
Yep, guests, sponsors. Kevin Hart, you're more than both of y'all need to come on this.
I think so.
I mean, if we can get Kevin Hart and The Rock, maybe that needs to be our
hashtag.
That needs to be our new movement.
It really needs to be.
Like, get Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Get Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Simultaneously, two guests on the show.
At the same time. We'll do we can do Instagram Live with them.
Absolutely.
FaceTime, we don't really
Live,
care.
Instagram Live, we'll figure it out.
I mean, America's fastest growing podcast from people and the People's Champ kind of go hand in hand.
I mean, that sounds like a winning combination.
It really does. Speaking of movements, though, also have another one going on. This one might be a little bit more attainable just from the local aspect of it.
Okay.
We need to get Matthew McConaughey on the show.
Matthew McConaughey, yeah.
I've been sharing a couple of posts. We're gonna do a couple, like a series or two, basically on the words of wisdom from.
Right. What were those? The 13 truths or the 15 truths?
Something like that.
Several truths.
There's so many truths that he has.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, maybe he can go into some depth and explain why those are absolute truths in his opinion. Well, there's a lot of people that
there's like a 40-minute video that goes into pretty much detail of everything that he has to say. Yeah. I like it a lot, but he could elaborate on it.
That's what I meant. That's
I
what.
think yeah.
It,
All
isn't
right.
that what going into detail means? Elaborate
Yeah.
a little bit, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when you
Give
said
us a different perspective than
when
what
you
you gave us
said
on the
all
video.
right, all right, all right. Elaborate.
Right.
What
Yeah.
were you really
Yeah.
saying?
What exactly did that mean?
What did it mean? Did it mean all
Yeah.
right? Or
Yeah.
did it mean like all right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Or
Ultimately,
was
that's
everything okay?
that's fair.
That's fair. Great movie. Shout out to Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. So Matthew McConaughey, we got to get him. We got to get The Rock and Kevin Hart as a duo, as a tandem, on the Average Joe's Media Things You Think You Don't Care About
Yep.
podcast, and soon to be.
YouTube Mania.
I mean, I'm talking a heavy influx of YouTube videos.
I'm telling you what, we already have 56 subscribers.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't talk today. I tell you what, the cameras are unnerving.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is go to YouTube, search Average Joe's Media.
Find our page, like it. We're gonna do some possibly some more.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Absolutely.
Yeah, give us some sub love.
That's happening. This one's going to be there.
And we're not a sandwich shop. It's gonna be great. I think
Yep,
we're gonna do a couple more streams or captures of us playing a little Fortnite, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's now that we got this, we might be a little less Fortnite and a little more podcasting.
That's fair.
Yeah. But maybe a stream or two.
A couple.
Yeah.
I still have my my dream of doing Fortnite with friends / Fortnite stream or as a squad fill game show.
Ah.
I think that's got a lot of potential, a lot of meat on the bone. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, that's fair.
I've heard it both ways.
Okay. So
All of
okay.
a sudden,
So
so awkward now.
yeah.
just
Well,
the two of us.
I mean, this kind of is what
No
it is.
special guests.
Yeah. Well, we will have some
Interrupt
special
ourselves,
guests.
interrupting ourselves.
That's right. We will have some special guests next week sometime.
Yep.
Right.
I
Actually,
believe
Saturday.
Saturday.
We're gonna have our first guests on a Facebook Live and
We
a
are.
YouTube
I don't know if they
video.
know about it yet, but
Okay.
that we're doing Facebook Live. I'm sure they're going to like it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I think we might do a little bit of Millennial Speak Part 2.
why not try to podcast Facebook Live
YouTube Live.
and do YouTube?
I think we should.
Well, I mean, can we do YouTube Live and Facebook Live all at the same time?
I believe so. And if we have any difficulty, I'll reach out to our soon-to-be production engineer intern. Shout out to the average Wayne Hurley.
Okay.
We appreciate the advice.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I'd probably come here and make it all look prettier and work a lot better. But
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
proud.
I don't know if you can make this setup look any prettier outside of the Walmart sack that we have on the table.
Looking pretty good.
I mean, and the tools from setting it up earlier. We'll clean it up, but before the girls get here on Saturday, we will make
course.
sure that there's a lot less hazards.
That's fair.
Absolutely. And we got another picture going up on the wall with Adam from Highly
do?
Unapologetic. He and I was able to snap a photo.
Yeah, and then the crew might be coming down, or up, rather, from San Antonio.
Yeah, so Adam and Steven said that within the next month they're going to want to reboot this thing, or
Revamp.
No,
Revamp's a good
sequel.
word.
I think sequel.
Sequel.
Sequel
Ooh,
is the word.
Part deuce.
Is the word. So we got Average Joe's Media Highly Unapologetic crossover, the sequel coming
I
up.
like it. So we had the crossover event of the summer.
Yep.
Now we can have the crossover event of the fall.
Right. Well, maybe summer part 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
I love a good sequel in the summer.
well, so they were talking about coming up here in August, but then also remember, so Adam's brother Josh Walker has a podcast, Top of the Dude Chain. So he heard our podcast and then reached out. He just said, good job on the podcast. And I said, thanks, man. We're going to have to get Top of the Dude Chain on the docket. When are you coming out on the schedule? And he's like, we're looking at dates. And
That's
so
pretty awesome.
whether it's dates that we can go up to Oklahoma or dates that they can come down here to Dallas.
So we could potentially have an Oklahoma Takeover Part 2.
Right, Oklahoma Takeover Part 2 or Top of the Dude Chain is welcome into the
Speaking
Average
of
Joe studio.
Oklahoma, shout out to Windstar, World Casino and Resort. Toby Keith, I love this bar and grill.
Yep, excellent.
We
excellent
appreciate
stuff.
the love on social media.
That's right. Keep it up. Share it out.
Share it.
Send
Talk
some invites
about it.
for the
We'll
page.
go. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I can't imagine a better place to podcast outside of our amazing Average Joe studio than going back to Mickey Mantle's Steakhouse.
Oh man, Mickey Mouse Steakhouse, good stuff. That was good
Home
stuff.
of one of our many lost episodes.
Yeah, that's
fair.
true.
That's
Well,
fair.
maybe one day it'll resurface, but but I feel like we could have done the food better at Mickey
Oh,
Mantle.
for sure.
I mean, we went relatively
Cheap.
well, cheap, I guess is the word, but frugal, based on we'd already spent quite a bit of money. We'd
Yeah.
already done quite a bit of games and stuff in the casino. And
Yeah, my kids were actually eating, I think, at Panda Express, spending probably 3 times as much money simultaneously while we were there.
oh wow.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
So okay, so I mean, next time we
so if
go, I think it's gonna have to be
No kids, and I could probably have more fun.
no kids, and let's
Well, I did
let's
it-
schedule like a Fogo de Chao type of
I agree.
budget. You know,
And I want to correct myself. I always have fun with my kids. I love having fun with my kids, but I might have more money to spend on myself.
Okay.
Shout out if the average Jordan's watch.
Yeah,
Facebook
no,
Live
you
right
love your kids, but maybe you don't. You know,
and,
dog them too much.
I got to tell you, this Facebook Live thing, I'm enjoying it. We're
Yeah.
getting some positive feedback.
That's good. That's good.
Shout out to the average Joko. He thinks we look pretty.
We're pretty. Oh, that's
I mean,
hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you,
You know.
Josh. That's good stuff.
it takes a whole lot of work to be looking this nice.
It does. Hey, that was
I'm
way.
looking at the wrong part of the camera, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah. Well, whatever you just did there with the microphone, I think that's better because now they can see your mouth moving
Ooh,
a little bit.
you're welcome, America.
That's good stuff.
You're welcome, Facebook.
That is good.
I can't imagine. I still
So-
got to get used to the whole looking here versus looking here thing. But
Yeah, I'm super excited about the whole, software, 2 cameras, 3 cameras on Saturday, trying to figure out when to transition.
Why
But
don't you,
the fact that we can transition, I need to shout out Adam Walker. This was his suggestion and setup. And when I saw what he did and how he did it, I was like, I can do that. I just never knew about it, And so now that I know about it, I mean, it's on like Genghis Khan.
So we have a question.
The dead air was fantastic.
I'm telling you what, man.
You're learning a lot about podcasting because it's all about, are they listening to you, or are you even talking? I mean, honestly,
or are we moving and making movement and stuff? I mean, there's lots of stuff going on here.
There's several possible things.
When we're rich and famous, people are going to go back and look at this, and they're probably going to surprise us with some award that we're going to get for being the best at this, and then they're going to be like, "Look at where you started."
America's fastest growing.
Yeah.
Okay, not gonna
People,
repeat
you
it.
know,
Not
you
gonna
need to
repeat it.
you need to get on
Not
board with
gonna
it, bud.
repeat it. I mean, listen, I'm on board with you saying it and you being the only one who says it.
Wait till
between
wait
two
till
of
the
us.
merch I'm ordering comes in with it hashtagged all over the place.
You're-
I'm gonna get a
How's that?
pinstripe suit that has like Conor McGregor did, but instead of like curse words on it, it's gonna say hashtag America's favorite or fastest growing podcast from people that you know.
Oh my good gracious! So in this part of the Facebook Live, when it occurs, I got a little confused with the buttons, so
It happened.
there'll be a bit of a pause. We apologize. I
happens.
told you
So,
there'll be some bugs on this first one.
There, definitely.
Oh,
and,
there it was.
but don't use the raid.
Yep.
So, question came from the crowd here. What is our favorite casino game? I know.
Ooh. So Joe, what's yours? I think you're a big fan of craps.
I'm craps. Yes, I thought you said crabs, and I'm like, you know what? Not a fan.
Craps.
Not a fan.
Craps.
Crabs?
With a P, not a B.
Yeah, craps. You sound like you're saying crabs though.
No, crap.
I mean, like
Crap.
I like
like
going
in
to
the
Joe's
dad
Crab
joke.
Shack every once in a while. Oh, I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. How do you get
I
an
got
80-year-old
you.
woman to yell crap?
Oh, that's
You
funny.
put another 80-year-old woman next to her, yell bingo.
Oh, that's good
Yeah.
stuff.
So craps.
Yeah.
So-
You're a fan of that too, also, right?
Yeah, I am a fan of craps. Absolutely. It was.
I mean, I think you're really good at crabs.
well, sometimes I'm full of it, but I guess the shout out to Crohn's.
Shout out to Crohn's. This message is brought to you by Crohn's.
That's right. That's right. So Joe,
What's for dinner?
what I'm gonna need for that's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting.
But you want to say that's fair.
No, I did not. Not on that one. So. So Joe, what I'm
I've
gonna
heard it both ways.
what I'm gonna need from you right now is for you to describe craps to our listeners the same way you described it to your brother-in-law Brian.
All right. Killer B Gaming, shout out.
Yep.
The average B.
Absolutely.
Okay, so basically, guys, this is how this is going to work, okay? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to get a little bit closer to the camera.
Wow. Lower the mic. a
Ooh,
little bit.
lower the mic.
There you
Okay,
go.
sorry. It's been a long day. Oh,
Okay, it's all
try
right.
to look pretty for you, America.
Yeah.
Oh, I pointed at the screen, not at the thing. I'm going to get better at this, I promise.
Yeah. It's
And the
okay.
microphone, too. Anywho,
It's,
so
it's
what
right
happened?
in front of you. It's even
I
got
know.
little
Well,
lights.
see-
It's funny.
It is funny. Look,
It's the only camera looking at
it
you.
is the
right
only
now.
thing, I know. I feel like the government's spying on me right
Okay,
now.
so craps. How do we play craps?
Oh, good point. We are trying to keep it clean, Stacy.
Yeah.
So anyway, so here's how you play craps basically. So you walk up to the table and there's a lot of things going on, and you got to be super careful to pay attention to what's happening with a giant stick, because if you're not paying attention, you might get whacked with it. Okay, so it's kind of fun. Also, if you're throwing the dice, make sure you don't knock over everyone else's chips, and also make sure that you don't throw them out of the table.
Yep.
Because that's not good. Or hit somebody with them.
Yeah,
Because people lean forward a little bit, you know?
I think there's table etiquette involved.
There is. Well, yeah. So anyway, so basically you go and you stand next to Jobu. And you say, hey, what do I do? And then he says a whole bunch of words and a whole bunch of things, and you're not going to be able to process all of it because, you know, you're not a card-carrying member of Gamblers Anonymous. So
That's fair.
So basically you just take your money and you go set it on the table wherever he puts his money, and then you win money. You don't really have to do anything. You don't know what's happening, and you got to be careful and pull some of the money off every time that it comes to you. Otherwise, when you're trying to be a baller like Jobu, something bad will happen, and then they'll take all of your money away.
That is correct.
So it's a lot of fun just to stand there and watch money continue being given to you with you not even doing anything.
That's
You know, it's like winning the lottery until you don't.
That's funny.
It's good stuff, though. I mean,
So
it's a blast.
So I tell you what. So Brian, you know, it took him a minute.
He got hooked.
Well, it took him a minute to be convinced.
Trust the process.
That he needs to go play craps. It took him a minute because, you know, he likes playing slot machines or whatever. He knows what slots to play and have a good time and maybe win something. And so once, you know, we were out there in the pool and you were telling him about this, and then he looked at me and said, you know what, I'm going to need some a little bit better understanding of this game, because he got what Joey just gave us. He got that introduction to the game. And so
Courtesy of Jobu.
Yes. Well, so Brian was intrigued with your description of this game, but he wasn't convinced because it was a little too good. It sounds way too good to be true.
You got to trust the process.
And ultimately, he needed more specific details. Like, how do you get paid and how do you win? How actually do you win money in this game? Not just put your money where my money is, but how do you actually win? And so, Joe, I want you to see if you can, you know, tell people how you actually win some money in that game. See if you've learned anything.
Let's see how I learned some stuff. So basically, you can bet, was it to the line? You know, past the line or to the line or before the line or something.
It's called pass line.
Pass line. And so you want to make sure, if you do pass line, you're betting they're going to go past the line, which is where the little button is, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we normally don't pass the line.
Okay.
Unless the number's low.
No, we normally play the pass line.
Like I said, I don't really pay attention. I just put my money where he puts his because, you know, everything comes easy to Jobu.
I mean, I had to learn also.
Well, I understand. You really make it look easy. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's just like.
That's what she said.
That's fair. Yeah, so not all of us average Joes out there have everything just fall into our lap all the time. It's kind of annoying, disgusting, and depressing all at the same time.
That's not what it is. Okay.
But it's fun though if you can get on that gravy train though. So anyway, so then you can put money on something very hard happening, like a hard 8 or a hard 4.
Yeah. What is a hard 8 and a hard 4, Joe?
A hard 4 would be 2 2s.
Okay.
And a hard 8 would be 2 4s.
That's right. And you know what? Those bets actually stay on the table the entire time until
something happens.
Until somebody craps out and everybody loses, or until the value of that number actually happens. So if a 3-1 is rolled, then the hard 2 loses. But if nobody ever rolls a 4, then the hard 2 bet stays on the table the entire time, and it's like 7 or 9 to 1 or something like that. So if you put a $5 chip out there and it hits, I mean, you're bringing in $35 to $45 on just that single bet, and you were able to leave that out there for a long time.
Yeah, until somebody craps out
or rolls that value.
Right. And then if you can put your money on the other numbers that they're going to hit or they're not going to hit. Right?
Yep.
That's what we were doing a lot.
Okay, so my basic strategy with craps is to bet the pass line.
Right.
So I'm betting that at the beginning of the game, the roller's going to roll a 7 or 11,
Mhm.
and you win, just automatically right then. And then if they roll something other than that and don't crap out, like
7-Eleven. Shout out to Beyonce again. That's a great song. It's
So-
a jam.
okay, where was I? Okay, so 2, 3, and 12 crap out on the very beginning. So if those three are rolled, the shooter doesn't change. The person with the dice, he doesn't change, but the pass line loses. Okay,
That's fair.
and those are basically the three least rolled numbers, with the exception of the 11. Okay, so but that's before that's like before, like right when he begins. So if he rolls 7 or 11, you win. If he rolls 2, 3, or 12, everybody loses, but he continues to shoot. So if he rolls, any other number, basically 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, then he continues rolling until he either rolls a 7 and craps out, or rolls the number that the little button is on. Okay?
Right.
And so ultimately, the three highest value or highest probability numbers in that game are 6, 7, and 8, because they have the most combinations of being rolled, whether it's a 5-2, 6-1, 4-3,
Right.
or whether it's 4-2 for 6, 3-3 for a 6, 5-1 for a 6, so on and so forth, especially with the 8s and everything else. So there's more combination of those three numbers. So ultimately, I play the pass line and I play the 6 and the 8. So if they roll a 4, then I'm playing the 6 and the 8, because I'm anticipating a 6 and an 8 to come out way before that 4 comes out. And I'm hoping that the 4 he makes. And are you good?
Oh, no, great, bud.
Okay, just doing a little adjusting.
Just getting a little
Okay,
adjusted,
okay, just making sure. So
I'm enthralled with all this Rain Man talk.
right. So the 6 and the 8 are going to be rolled before the 4, and so then ultimately, I'm just betting on safe odds. Ultimately, that's what it is.
Right.
So, anyways, but Brian, he really enjoyed the just the result
Well, yeah, I mean,
of
it's like
your
you're getting free
description. Well, it is, but then
money. I mean, it's not free money.
so
obviously,
ultimately,
but-
okay. So here's what happened. So me and Brian, we went and played blackjack, because blackjack is my favorite game.
It's a lot of fun.
Blackjack is a
I
lot
enjoy
of
it.
fun if you can follow a couple simple rules, and then also occasionally follow your gut with blackjack, then you can make quite a bit of money, or you can make up for what you lost at some other
Right.
games. So I sat down with blackjack, and ultimately we played for 20, 30 minutes or whatever, and he was basically down $7 or $8, and I was up $7 or $8. So I gave him $7 or $8, and we were square. Like, I didn't care. He's never played blackjack. He's never played craps. As long as neither one of us are in the hole, let's go from game to game and learn them.
I'm telling you what, casino games are the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, they can be, or the gift that takes away from you, which is never a good gift.
I can tell you, the first time we went was a lot of fun. Shout out to Road Trip 1 and 2.
Yeah, road trip episodes, absolutely.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, at one time I sat down, I was like, I'm done. I'm not, because I didn't take a lot of money to spend anyway.
Right.
And I was like, $8. This will go quick. And then I got up to almost 50.
Yeah. So
was a lot of fun.
ultimately, I just wanted him to learn the games and decide for himself. They're the easiest two games out there in terms of what do you do. And so, a lot of the other games, it says $5 minimum, but you have to put $5 out there 3 different times in order to play the entire hand. And that means it's a $15 minimum. Right.
And that doesn't go very far.
Right. So, I mean, $100, you only get to play 6 games or so. So anyways, so ultimately, when we played blackjack, we were square, and then we went to go play craps. Well, so he basically did what you said. He said, just put your money. He put his money where I put my money, and then we both got up like $59, $60 in a matter of. Well, it was. It was a matter of we actually went down because I was the roller, and it was just he and I crapped out on my first roll, so we lost like $10. Well, then we ended up winning about $80 after that, and so the difference was 59, 60 something bucks. But I don't remember what it was specifically, but No, he didn't want to roll. All he wanted to do was rake the chips. So,
I mean, that's all anybody wants to do.
everybody wants to rake the chips, but so what we did was I just rolled again because nobody was at the table. I promise you, I rolled the dice maybe 25 or 30 times, which means I kept hitting my number. Whenever the button was off, I hit 7 or 11 a few times. I kept hitting the number. I kept rolling 6s and 8s and everything, and we just kept taking it in. And we never pushed the bet. We never raised the bet at all because we were just playing safe. I was just trying to teach him. But, I mean, I rolled 20, 30 times, and if anybody's on there betting aggressively and somebody rolls 20 or 30 times, there's going to be people making hundreds or thousands of dollars at the table because they're going to start betting more and more money, and then they're going to start raking in more and more money ultimately. So, but he enjoyed it. We were going to go play the next morning because we played that night, and then we got some sleep, and we were going to go play the next morning, and he apparently stayed up a little bit late and couldn't wake himself up. But such is life, right?
We're going to have to get an Average Joe's poker game going, though.
Yeah, Average Joe's poker game. Absolutely. So we need to find out who would be involved in that. We do have Average Joe's Media playing cards.
We do.
We got about I gave one deck to Adam.
Nice.
And so I gave him the one with the orange logo on it. I mean, it was Average Joe's Media, things you think you don't care about. It was specific, and it said everything, so I figured that was most appropriate. But and then we have
probably wouldn't take us very long to get some chips or Domino's.
well, chips are expensive, man. I mean, we have chips we can use, and it'll be just generic chips, but
have like 300. Like
you got to have quite a bit for sure. And so once they're
300
easily
was a really
like
bad number.
Well, 300 is fine, but there's potentially like $1 to $1.50 per chip if you're going to customize them. So my initial thought was maybe getting some round stickers.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That could go over the middle of one side of them, but still we need 300 of those stickers.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at $100 or more potentially for 3/4 inch diameter circles stickers, or maybe 1 inch diameter stickers. I'm not sure. But
maybe we'll just get them in some of our colors.
Maybe just some Average Joe's Media colored.
Yeah.
So what are our colors? I mean, Joe, you've been giving us a whole bunch of you've been giving me a whole bunch of logos that have way more colors than what we thought we had.
Well, here's the thing: it's summertime, so you got to have some summer fun.
So, are we talking about like the colors of my hat here?
Yeah.
Kind of the charcoal gray, the light blue and white, something like that. Kind of like I've heard that's like, oh no, I think brown, like light brown and blue is like Tiffany colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so charcoal gray is not Tiffany. Okay, good. It's Average Joe's. It is Average Joe's.
It is.
That is good stuff. So, okay, so poker game. We're going to set that up.
We're going to have to.
Okay, and just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, Joe's not going to really be able to shout out much to the Facebook Live here because he did not plug his computer in with a charger of any kind.
I did not.
To keep things rolling. So, I mean, if you want, we might be able to get it up on the phone. Joe's going to try to multitask.
I'm really talented at all of these things. I really am.
Absolutely. Remember, Joe, you're going to have to hit the My Songs down there.
I got you, brother.
Okay, just to get out of Guitar Band.
Guitar Band?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Isn't that what it's called? Garage Band.
Garage
Band, Guitar Band, Guitar Hero. It's something.
I'll tell you what, man. Radio Gold.
Yep, absolutely. So, So, Joe, what are we talking about today?
Well, we're covering a lot of topics. People that are just tuning in and being like, "Wait a second, hold up. This has nothing to do with Pig Latin." That's fair.
Yeah. So now is the portion where we're going to be talking about the Pig Latin experiment.
We are going to be talking about the Pig Latin experiment.
Okay. So how do you want to go about doing this?
I probably should get the charger in my bag because it ain't working on the phone.
Yeah. What's not working?
The live.
Oh, the Facebook Live. There you go.
Yours?
Let's see if I can. Yeah, I mean it's here on my phone right here.
Okay, let me go back.
You just gotta.
In our defense, we did say, "Hey, boom."
There you go.
We got some technical. Okay, got you.
We'll turn the volume down on that so there's not any kind of reverb going on. But
I got you.
We got a string. You got it ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, John Jacobus. We look pretty. Oh man, that was a long time ago.
That really was a long time ago, but it's so good.
But hey, John, I appreciate you. Okay, so
Always. So yeah, Pig Latin. So we were
explain what Pig Latin is.
So basically, we were hanging out with the girls earlier.
Yeah.
As we were.
When you say the girls,
I'm sorry, I mean your girls. 2 of your 3 daughters.
yes. Okay.
Were in here with us when we were trying to get the camera set up and doing some testing and stuff.
Yeah,
and
shout out to Cam Media Studio.
Shout out to Cam Media.
The
Unicorn Princess.
Princess Unicorn.
Oh, I've heard it both ways.
Well, no, you haven't, because she's only said it one.
One? She only said it one?
She's only said it one of the 2 ways that we just said it.
Oh, I thought you said one.
Come on, why don't you follow along a little bit? Good gracious, I'm trying to hype my 7-year-old's podcast.
Hey, dude, I'm a supporter.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that.
You know,
It's good stuff.
get some logos going for her.
Yeah,
It's good stuff.
Dude. She bawled her eyes out in
Well,
happy
the little
tears.
audio message you sent me, I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, well, she was so excited. She couldn't contain her emotions. She wrapped my neck and just cried. And she said, "Thank you so much."
You heard what I have to do next now.
No, I don't know if I did hear that.
After showing her our motion picture trailer, she's like, I have to have one of those.
Oh, so you signed up for a Cam Media Studio motion picture trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Good
signed
stuff.
up. I mean, we're collaborative effort.
Absolutely. Everything's about collaboration. Actually, we collaborated with Cam Media Studio. We just didn't know about it
Exactly. We had no idea
until I figured out, hey, I got pretty much everything I need.
We were there for the beginning.
You know, I think I took some things back to Guitar Center, and I only spent like $11 to get the rest of what she needed. It was awesome. I think had I not had some stuff to take back and return, it would have been like $40, which 11 and 40, those are way different in terms of getting your daughter set up.
I'm telling you what, man. I got to tell you what, though. Her little studio's looking pretty sharp.
It is, and soon it'll have her own little table and desk, similar to this one, but quite a bit smaller for sure.
Get a little banner.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
Banner behind the wall, right behind her. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to
YouTube,
the British podcast that we're going to do with her.
Yeah, so she was talking British.
A little bit. Tea and crumpets.
She had a bit of British twang here.
Yeah, she's
I don't know if I'm any good.
Princess Unicorn. You know, it sounds a little bit Australian. Sounds a little bit.
Dean Lewis.
Shout out, baby.
I think
Dean Lewis.
October 16th is when he's in Dallas. So
I'm telling you what, man.
And he goes to Phoenix on the 18th. So I'm telling you, there's a window there of opportunity on the 17th.
There really is.
He could stop by for a quick, 30-minute
podcast.
Podcast quickie.
Well, hey, I
He
mean,
really could.
You never,
Get a little Facebook Live.
I'm telling you what, man. Or we'll come to you. Really, we don't care.
That's true. I mean, this stuff is relatively portable.
We're flexible. Speaking of musicians.
Yep.
Shout out to Mike Jones.
Mike Jones,
Who?
Houston.
Mike Jones.
Yeah, Mike Jones.
Okay.
Okay.
That was more like a Master P thing, my bad. But shout out to Master P too.
Whatever.
I mean, a little
Whatever
Romeo, a little
you
Bow
do.
Wow. You name it. If you're a celebrity, we love you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's good stuff.
So Joe, tell me about explain how Pig Latin works, because I heard about it a long time ago, and I think I've seen some things where they do it, but I'm just not necessarily really familiar with it.
I have a hard time believing that, especially since we already went over it. But it's okay. We got you. So things you think you don't care about podcast. It's gonna be Hingste, Ute, Hinkte, Uye, Outday, Erke, Bow-A.
Okay, so I did cheese that up a little bit. I do know a little bit more about Pig Latin than I let on, but you said that wrong.
Okay,
You said that wrong.
You correct me.
Okay. So ultimately,
Maybe it's not Pig Latin that I've been speaking my whole life.
It's not
Maybe
the first letter. It's the first sound.
Oh, I've literally, since I was a child, just done the first letter.
Yeah, so it's the first sound. So, like, the TH in things, so it would be Ingsthe.
Ingsthe. Okay.
Okay, and then...
I've literally heard it both ways now.
Yeah, Ingsthe. And then, so...
Hingsthe.
Well, you've only heard it both ways because you said it one way your entire life, and you were wrong.
Well,
that's the reason you heard it. No, you weren't right. It's Ingsthe.
I'm living my truth.
Yeah, okay. Well, you looked in the camera, but it wasn't on you. So, that's always fun. So it's
I can't wait till I get to record the handle keyboard.
You don't get to. Okay, so we got producer right here. So it's Ingsthe and then it's Uye. It's not Ute. There's no T in you. Things you think you don't care about.
Uye. Oh no, that's fair.
So you kept saying Ute.
Okay, well, because it's THYOTHYO.
Ingste, Ute,
Yeah.
Ute.
Like This is why we try to record on Saturdays, because after 10 hours at work, I'm pretty toast after 7 when it comes to being able to properly speak into a camera.
That's fair. I'll be there somewhere in the ballpark of football season. I'll be exhausted for sure. So
and then I'll get to shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah, there you go.
Season 1, baby.
So it's ingsthay, ooye, inkthay, ooye.
Doya? I mean, how do you do don't then?
Don't. Ont day.
Okay, then.
Airk.
So I feel like I was kind of.
Bow day.
Bout a. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll sound a little bit Canadian there at the end.
Hey.
So, but
hey, what you got going over there at Denny's, eh?
Yes. So, I'm about a
About a
About
poutine
a-
pay.
about to oddcast pay.
I'm telling you what, man. We're trying to eat K. I don't know how to do it in Pig Latin. You know, the 2 to 3 letter,
Yeah, I
1
think
letter words.
I think it's potentially. I think it's it. Like you just add
It's
a at the end if it's a single syllable word.
So if it's A, it's AA.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Like-
it's just
or
a.
like-
I think in Pig Latin A it's
Is
just
it like
a.
you know, like a ba, but not an
No, it's it's definitely not that. It's definitely.
I'm
not
also
that
horrible
for
at
sure.
spelling. So shout out to the average Mrs. Pond if she's watching.
Yeah. You didn't do anything for him whenever he was in your class.
Oh my gosh, she taught me journalism
She-
first.
She taught you not how to spell.
No,
that's
she
for
did. Well,
sure.
no, she did because we got
I don't
that
think
big
she
argument.
did. I don't think she did.
I think she did.
I don't think she did.
I think she did.
I think she was maybe listening to you sing "Happy
Have a-
Birthday" in the corner.
Well, no, yeah. Shout out to the average Mrs. Davis and the other Glenn. But I've told you the spelling bee story, right?
Yeah, and how you lost terribly.
Yeah, horribly, terribly.
Yeah.
Because I thought R was just one letter, and I thought I had it down cold, man.
That's right.
I sound like a
forgot
complete
about
idiot because you got to say the word, spell the word, and say the word. I'm like
R.
R. Get it? You know, like in
that. He spelled
yeah.
"er."
You know what I'm saying? Like in 1990, if the dab was there, we would have been doing that. You know what I mean?
He spelled an
I was like, oh,
onomatopoeia.
pop in my collar, brush my shoulder off. I'm about to win, fools. But yeah, no. Then she was like,
Fool's
no.
Fay. That was funny.
Fool's Fay, yeah. And then I argued with her because I was like, what is going on right now? This is stupid. You spell A with the letter A. Why wouldn't you do the same thing with R? I mean, I still question it, okay? I still question it. It's stupid.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
But I did
Just
some
like your-
research and,
just like your word pronunciate
Yeah, enunciate.
or enunciate.
Yeah, it sounds good. Better that way, doesn't it?
No, it sounds
I mean, listen,
like you're.
listen.
It sounds like you're trying to enunciate and pronounce things.
Listen, in
I
our
don't get it.
lifetime, people are making their own names,
Yeah.
making up their own
Gender?
everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Orientation, right?
Yeah.
You know, some people want to be a coffee table, and that's all good. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Absolutely.
you can be anything you want to be. So why can't you? The people making up words?
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
You know, we've talked about slang
That's
before.
fair. Well, we got the Facebook Live coming back up. So if those of you, if you're listening, if you're watching, you know, get us some Amenske, and we'll try to espondre.
Yes, we got some more people watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Boyd Garten, shout out.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Rita. Hope you're feeling better. It's been forever.
Yeah, Joey Cooks. Oh, that's you.
Oh, hey, shout out to the average Joshua Buchanan.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh, Jason Giannossi says Seth Rogen was the best part of the movie.
That's fair.
Okay, well, he
Yeah,
may
that's
have
fair.
been. He may have been.
Now, you
He's
might have
pretty
called
good.
that one.
He's pretty good.
Shout out to Jessica and Raymond too. We got so many fun people watching us.
Man, that's good stuff. So Pig Latin. So what's the purpose?
I think it was I don't know. I think it was something cool to do when you're a kid because you haven't learned a foreign language yet. You know.
Okay. So you get to like make up your own foreign language.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I didn't become bilingual till elementary or no middle school, man.
Are you bilingual?
See. Yo soy. We were. Yo soy Joy con Average Joe's Media. Estoy muy bien.
Two of those three words in Average Joe's
mi
Media
espe-
can be translated.
Mi español es muy
This
poquito.
is-
Es así,
this
así.
is- this
Más
is-
o menos.
This is Spanglish at this
Telling you
point.
what, dude, I'm telling you what, man.
This is not Spanish.
I represent, man.
It's Spanglish.
Like I told you, like flip a coin is to fart, like like what the other half of my DNA.
Right.
So,
okay.
you know,
Well, okay.
I don't know.
Stacia. Statia's watching. What's up,
She is.
Stacia? How are
She
you?
is.
Long time. Maybe get you out here on the podcast sometime if you're willing. I don't know. It's been intimidating to some people. They say yes and then they kind of fizzle off. You know.
I don't know, or they get ready for our intro and then their voice cracks a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good times though, bud.
Or
It was fun. That's still. I mean, him
Well-
hitting the ground made my life.
well, I don't know if
Made my life.
I don't know if that intro we're talking about the old average Jayco, you know.
Yeah.
He,
So the good news is it's helped everyone else that's come after him because
my
we
good
play that
gracious.
first and we say, "Listen,
Oh, it was so funny.
this is amazing if you want to go this route."
Oh, it was so funny. 'Cause
It was-
we
it
kept
was
that.
very good.
We definitely kept that
We
audio
did.
clip for sure.
That's it's gonna be a ringtone.
Yeah, it is, and you know, an
Hi.
Ingtone Ray.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Love us some Greenwich Group.
so one of the things that it's one of my favorite with Pig Latin is an episode where on The Office. So if you haven't watched The Office, you need to get on that train right now.
Wait,
But,
well, hold on.
especially before it comes, you know, it gets out of Netflix, and then you have to like figure out what channel it's syndicating on, and then you got to figure out, well, can I even get that channel because I've stopped paying for cable?
Wait a second. So you're talking about The Office.
Yes, The Office. Yes,
So
the TV show.
the TV show,
Yep, which we are 2-time
undisputed
undefeated
Office
trivia night.
champions.
Yep, and for the Flying Saucer on the lake here in Garland.
So September 24th, Tuesday, we are going to be at the Flying Saucer on the lake. We're going to be defending our 2-time undefeated, undisputed Office Trivia Championship belts.
That's September 24th.
September 24th.
Okay, so that is
It's a Tuesday.
that is a Tuesday, and that is actually the Princess Unicorn's birthday. Cam
Okay.
Media Studio birthday special.
We could do a crossover event. It'd be great.
We maybe could. That
We
could be
maybe
good
could.
stuff.
No, if we can't, I completely understand. But if we're able to make it, anybody who wants to come out and be on Team Average Joe.
Yep. I mean, ultimately, what are we there for?
I mean,
We're there for $50.
well, $100.
Well, $50 each.
Yeah.
Oh, $100. Yeah, $100 each.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there will
and
be
a cool, and
two
a cool
shows.
sign to put up,
Yeah, potentially. They ran
And
out of
some
signs in the
social- I
second
know,
show, man.
We're going to have to bring some swag up there to give away.
Absolutely. Oh, we need to put that on the wall. We got some wall space opened up now.
We really do. But
Yeah.
you know what, though? You're also in, 1029 Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, I could probably do pretty well on that one.
827 Disney.
Okay. Kelsey Walker, how you doing, man? She's checking out.
Como
the Facebook Live.
estás?
Man, it's been such a long time.
And then 1990s trivia is going to be next Tuesday. I think we should hit that up.
Okay. So speaking of The Office, I thought you were trying to find the clip of the Pig Latin on.
Oh,
The
I can
Office.
do that real quick.
And then, but yeah, so it was at the transition when the Stanford branch closed and the Scranton branch absorbed the salesmen and some of the other people that basically would have lost their jobs otherwise. And so Andy, Ed Helms' character, he's trying to figure out who's available to date at this new place, and he's super annoying and everything. And so Jim tells him what Pam really dislikes. And so, everybody's getting to watch Joey play on his phone right there.
I know everyone's enjoying it. Too.
So Jim tells Andy what what Pam really, really dislikes. And so, but he doesn't say this is what she hates. He says it's what she loves. And so, knowing the whole time that this is just going to walk all over her. So anyways, so he goes up and talks to her about Frisbee golf and a couple other things. I can't quite remember all the things, but he ends his entire spiel with a really pretty pronounced sentence in Pig Latin. It's pretty funny. So if you haven't seen that, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. You gotta be able to have like regular, everyday office humor. Kind of dry humor, but also, something that the characters don't know, or at least they make it seem that way. It's pretty good. Joe, you are there. You are delved into that phone.
I was trying to find it, man, but I can't.
You can't, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, they can go check it out.
The
It's
best I
somewhere
got
in the
was,
ballpark of season, like the first episode of season 3 or the first 3 episodes of season 3.
That's fair. The best I got for the listeners at home. Hold on, wait for it.
Yeah. Just so you know, it is turned all the way down. So if you're going to try to
I'm
sound
gonna
bar me.
I'm gonna try to do something.
Oh, you're going to try to do something? Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, here
I
we
had
go.
I was being. So this would be Robin's Pig Latin speech. Oh, no,
Robin?
translated English to Spanish. This could still be fun to listen to.
Who's
From
Robin?
Teen Titans, man.
Teen Titans.
And my language may be ugly and crude, but it is a language I speak from the heart. I ask
This is not what I thought.
What are
this
we
was.
listening to here?
I
This
don't
is
know.
ridiculous.
I thought it was going to be somewhat funny, but it was.
Yeah, it was not.
No, it was not. It
It was
failed
not.
miserably.
Yeah.
So my apologies, folks. My apologies.
No, that's fair. That's all right.
We're going to be so much more put together.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? This is the first Facebook Live with some kind of streaming situation,
Yeah.
and you know,
Oh yeah, thanks for switching over. As I'm scratching my face. Oh.
you bet. That's what I'm here for. That's what the producer gets to, contribute.
You're so much fun. Oh,
It's
good
good
times. Good times.
So, have you ever like tried to develop your pig Latin?
No,
How
not
come?
at all. I don't know. I mean, as a kid, when I was speaking Pig Latin, I had things going on like, I don't know, sports,
I don't know.
life.
I play.
I fly, yeah, man. Then
Okay.
I got
Football play.
I got Re-Tay. No, Re-Thay.
Do you just put tay at the end of everything?
3. I'm trying to say I got 3 kids now. So this is really dumb.
It's rethay. It's rethay.
Rethra?
You-
Well,
right.
that's fair.
Isn't she like the queen of soul or something like that?
Oh, I thought you were. Well, yeah, I guess you
Or
could
is
say
it
that.
urethra?
Yeah.
You gotta whiz a little bit. I don't know.
I
It's
don't
One
know.
of those things. So okay,
I
so
think the P's silent.
yeah, retay,
The P's silent.
ingste ute, ingte ute ontate.
So many Tay. Shout out to Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the original Tay Tay.
Okay, well that's fun. So I think what we need to do is ultimately see if we can maybe create a little video, maybe a little spoof, put it on Facebook of you and me asking each other questions. We'll write the questions out, then we'll write our answers out.
I like it.
But it's got to be 100% in Pig Latin,
I like it.
and we'll see. Maybe we'll do a Living the Dream giveaway, part
Ooh.
2, in Pig Latin. We will post the video in Pig Latin, and you have to answer in normal English.
Okay.
And if you can answer the questions correctly, then you'll get a prize pack.
Well, I like it. I think, yeah.
Yeah. So, we got
Prize packs are fun.
man, we got Nicole Fraley watching. Wow, Jacob Rotan, that's good stuff.
We got the old neighbor, the
old-
Cannon Meister himself, Michael Davis.
Okay. And
And,
so what we'll do is we'll mock up some Facebook video, or just a video, and put it
Yeah.
on Facebook. Maybe YouTube also.
Oh, I think. Well, I'm putting everything there.
Put it wherever we put videos.
I'm telling you what. Look at Facebook or YouTube for Tell Two Joes.
Yeah, and potentially also the what's it called? The story, the Average Joe's Media story, or the original Average Joe's Instagram stories,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I haven't quite figured out how to post the entire video.
Instagram, putting a whole video on Instagram is hard because you only get
That's
like
what
a
she
minute.
said.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fair.
No. So you only get a minute on Instagram.
I'm pretty sure it's both ways, but
You only get a video on Instagram, but on 1 minute on Instagram. But if you were to if you were to put the video in the story, then it's 15-second clips or something like, or 30-second clips. But
Yeah.
but it I've seen people put a whole video and it just breaks it down and it looks like it buffers or something in between.
well, I got to tell you, we have some social media gurus coming.
Yeah.
On
The
Saturday.
The 2 ladies on Saturday.
Yes.
So what are their names again?
we got Kelly.
Kelly
and we
what?
got Oliveri.
Kelly Oliveri.
Yeah, I probably said it a little bit wrong, and she's gonna hate me, but
That's it. Well,
well,
that's fair.
shocker.
Oh,
But then we got Sarah Combs,
Sarah Combs and Kelly Oliveri, and they're gonna be a dual guest.
the dual guest.
Okay, and so they're coming on Saturday. Is this confirmed?
This is confirmed. It was confirmed with Sarah today. I'm still waiting on a time though. So Sarah, hey, if you're watching,
Give
need
us
a
a time.
Need a time.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Terry Allen Barker. What's
Hey,
up?
Jennifer Ramirez, checking it out. That's good stuff. So,
Oh, I just saw more little likes floating to the
you
top.
gotta love it whenever you see the little bubbles.
I'm telling you what.
So that's good stuff.
I think it's gonna be great stuff.
That's
and
good.
so we're also looking for some more guests to book
Yep.
in August.
We're rapidly approaching the end of season 2.
the end of season 2, and we got some pretty exciting things
That's right.
brewing for
That's right.
for
I got
season 3.
so Cody, the potential sponsor, I got his information. I just got back from from being out of town, so I was going to
Good.
reach out to him and see what that's all about, if that's even a possibility.
Shout out to Rowlett Young Professionals. We both missed the event on Monday.
Right, but apparently that is like a once or twice a month thing.
Yes, we're gonna go out there.
And so
Have
Chris
some fun.
has added me to that page, so I'll get the alerts or whatever it is.
Good deal.
So that's good stuff.
Looking pretty excited for that. And then so we're gonna looking for some folks who want to partner with us.
Yep.
They wanna come on the show some.
Yep.
Want to advertise a little bit with us.
Yep. If at any point in time there's a sponsor that's that's serious about sponsoring and one wants to contribute and try to help grow the show. you know?
And hey, us help you grow too.
That's right. I mean, it's all about synergy. It's we'll do all kinds of stuff in terms of putting your name out there and little commercial spots, social media spots, all that stuff. And then
I mean, heck, you might even get a full commercial on YouTube. We're very creative.
you might absolutely.
We're very creative.
And so we'll actually we'll do some promo spots during the middle of the episode as well. And also if you want to be a guest, you have that option as well. And so that guest can you can join in the conversation and the video and everything, and then you can talk about your business or your venture and all that stuff, and we'll get you going.
But if you just want to come and talk about random stuff with us,
Absolutely.
be a guest, kick it in the studio, play some pool. Gonna get some darts put up here pretty soon.
That's right. Hey, Terry Allen Barker, what's up? Giving us a wave. I don't know how to wave back. We are learning. Oh, nope. Don't know how.
When's the Fantasy Football Podcast? We need to get one going. And you know what? I really think we should also consider Average Joe Media Fantasy Football League.
Yep. Hey, Terry, there's the wave for you, bud. I can just wave here.
Wait, should go to me.
I don't know how to.
He's looking for this.
Yeah, he's looking for what?
Oh, I gotta get a camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I look like an idiot, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, that's fair.
DX baby.
Oh, okay. But
Tear the walls down.
that's right. So check out our Facebook. Stay alert, stay tuned to it. Go to YouTube, and subscribe. That would be awesome.
Telling you what.
You boost those subscribers, so so you get the notifications whenever we go live or not live. Well, yeah, YouTube live.
And shout out to any Rowlett High School students, current, present, or future. If you think to yourself, you know what, I really want to impress my educator.
Yeah.
On the first day of school, don't bring him an apple.
Yeah.
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 He doesn't need any fruit. He has a peach tree in the backyard.
That's right. Bring me a like to the page.
A sub on YouTube.
Yep.
And also, there's a button. I don't know if you want to show them with your phone and the camera. You
Yep.
can go on our page, and you click a button.
Yeah.
And it says invite friends, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Invite friends.
You go to the community button on our page,
Community.
and then
And you
invite
can like
friends,
everybody.
and then select all, and then hit invite. I mean, that would be awesome.
So yeah, so we got a lot of
if
stuff.
you
want
to do that, you don't have to do that. That is your option. But I mean, how else is this place going to grow? How else is this podcast going to grow?
I mean, hashtag support those you know.
Absolutely.
We're out there trying to do what we can for the community, and you know what? If the community wants to do a little something for us too, we're happy as well.
That's right. So check out the Facebook page.
Check it out.
Soon we'll have the video up with the Pig Latin with
We
the
will.
questions. 3 questions.
3.
3 questions. We'll video those 3 questions all in
Trace.
Pig Latin, and then we'll have the answers ready to go in normal English.
That's right.
And so we'll see if you get those answers correct, and then we'll give out a shirt.
Some prize packs.
Yeah, shirt and shot glass. Maybe
Got some new stickers coming in and a few buttons.
yeah. Oh, buttons. Wow. Okay, I like it.
You send me all those promotional things. It's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to get some buttons, and
That's
I
fair.
know you like the colors
Yeah.
that we've been flexing lately.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much stickers.
That's good.
Stickers and stuff, because you know what?
Yeah.
The kids are going to think the colors are cool and hip.
It's true. That's true.
You know?
So we'll put a little prize pack together for you, and if you get them right, then we will find a way to get that prize pack to you. Check your, if you get it right, check your messenger inbox. From either Josh Buchanan or Joey Cook, and we'll reach out
Yo
to you.
soy Josef.
That's right. So
So we're technically trilingual if we can speak English, Spanish, and
English.
English.
If we can speak
Well,
English, then we might need to start our own country.
we're going back and forth between all these languages we're talking.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's kind of confusing.
That's fair. Well, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, check us out. Like, listen, subscribe, share. We're on all the major outlets.
Pretty much.
Of
everything.
podcasting, and we're getting on YouTube. We're actually already there, but we're going to be there more
So
permanently.
there's some real gems from
Yeah.
our first
Absolutely.
attempt at syncing up video and audio from iPhones.
Absolutely. So, until next time, check us out, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play, Instagram, Facebook, everything.
Like, listen, and share, y'all.
Until
Like,
next
listen,
time,
and share.
I'm the Average Joe Boo,
I'm the Average Joe.
telling you to keep it clean.